Hello and happiness. Welcome to Mania number 2. I think there's going to be a 3 and a 4 and maybe a 5 in Mexico. I may have a couple more videos left after that too. So I may have 4 or 5 videos left in me for those of you who wanted to see my collection. I'm not really sure how many boots there are. Guys ask me in the Facebook groups or Instagram how many there are. And I just refer them back to YouTube here because you're going to have everything that I own as far as these collector's boots here on YouTube. And you can count them up and tell me how many there are. Let's get into these right here. Okay. This is a special pair. I don't know if it was a 100 quantity or a 300 quantity that were made of these. It's Ronnie Fig. Or Feg, F-E-I-G, F-I-E-G, Ronnie Fig, I think. He's a New Yorker, a designer, I think. Look at that. It's a Red Wing collaboration, Ronnie Fig. They were sold at the David Z streetwear store. I think he had like 5 different collaborations at least with Red Wing. I think one was a reddish boot, 6-inch. I think there was another 6-inch of a different or similar leather. I don't know if it had that black backstrap. And then an 8-inch of each of the 2 gray ones. I think he's related to that David Z in some way. I'm not sure. But you will see these if you Google Drake. He's some kind of singer or something, some kind of performer, entertainer. This guy Drake, very nice looking young man. He likes Red Wings, and there's pictures of him in these specific boots. They are not a rough out. It is a grayish leather. It's starting to patina on its own. I think I got these. They have a little wear on them. Maybe someone else wore them. I maybe wore them 1 or 2, but they're starting to get a little patina there, a little color change, a lot of oils in this leather. It looks kind of like the charcoal rough and tough, but not as cloudy. I am told that it is a an ash gray. So, and they are the Ronnie Fig 4561 from 2010. I think he came out with some in 2008. I think they were also ash gray, maybe without that black. And then 2008 and then 2010 these were. There's also some 8-inchers, which I would love to get, but I've never seen another pair of these, unless I Google images of Ronnie Fig and Red Wing. And forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. I don't know how you say the gentleman's last name. Probably a nice young man. But I'm wondering if anyone has these. Let me know in the comments if you got a pair of these. These are cool boots, collector's boot. Sticking with the gray, I'm wearing the Slate Mule Skinner Iron Rangers right now. But here is the 8863 from 2021, the Slate Mule Skinner Mock. Now this is a rough out leather. It's smooth on the inside and it's fuzzy on the outside. Look, I got these new. Looks like I've worn them a time or 2, and I really like those. They were supposed to come out, I don't know, the year before COVID. They didn't come out, and then I don't know, 2 or 3 years they were delayed. Finally they came out. I'm really liking them. I'm liking the gray. I think there's a company called North Star Leather, and because I got the belt, you can see that I got the matching Mule Skinner, Slate Mule Skinner belt, to match these and my Slate Mule Skinner Iron Rangers. So those are those 2. Now we have the Navy Portage 6-inch mock. Model number is the 8859. These are from 2018. Okay, not to be confused with the 8882, which is the Indigo Portage. Okay, I have those. I bought them used, and they are cool. The Indigo Portage, I don't know if the Navy Portage does this, but they are kind of some brown is coming through in the patina on the Indigo Portage. So I don't know if these are going to do that too. they're just a little bit blue. I prefer the indigo. Okay, yeah, if you want to see those, you got to watch my video, the Roll Club video with Brian the Bootmaker, because I had him resole. I was looking for those indigo ones for so long. Finally, I found them. They had, not substantial, but somewhere on the sole, and there was a lot of heel drag on those. If you see heel drag, it's when it's, you know, I do that a lot. It's worn off right here. The edge is worn off. And so Brian the Bootmaker redid those. Those are the 8882s, and these are the 8859s from 2018, the Navy Portage Mock. Look, it looks almost black. It's not. You're going to be seeing black ones maybe in the next video. I like them, but I like the indigo better. So, the last pair that we have today is the 8881 Olive Mojave Rough Out. Now look at those. They didn't come that way. Okay. You know, I'm surprised these aren't called some kind of mule skin or leather. I don't know if they are or they aren't. They seem a little bit fuzzier than the mule skin or leather, probably just because these have been worn more. But these are just called Olive Mojave leather. Yes, they are the same color leather on the inside, the smooth side, and this is the rough outside. I saw a pair similar to this. I think it was the Hawthorne mule skinner. I don't know what it is, but these and my Hawthorne mule skinner Iron Rangers, which I got new, they seem way more supple to leather. I don't know if the rough out makes it more supple or not. But I have the Slate mule skinner gray ones on right now, and they seem a lot more stiff than these other colors. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the break-in. Okay, I saw this. I think it was some folks in Germany or maybe somewhere in Asia had resold these like this. The Vibram V-Bar sole. I had that done by Northern Nevada Village Shoe Repair in Reno, Nevada. Fidel is there. He's awesome, a great cobbler from Guanajuato, great guy. And he resold those for me to match what I saw on, I think, Instagram. Someone had redone them like that, and I copied that, and I dig those. Cool. Those are really cool makeup on those. Looks like it's going to be a shorter video, only 4 pairs. Let's see. I wanted to talk to you about some other stuff, and you know, I think if you've watched my philosophy, I don't think it's in the introduction to the Carpenter of Happiness, but my philosophy video, you'll know about the happiness. Okay, I am not always happy. I can remember at least 2 times when I was really unhappy in the last decade or so. But when people ask me, how are you? I tell them I'm happy. Now, I always don't feel this euphoric joy inside me, but have you ever heard the expression, count your blessings? I know that in the United States we have a lot of blessings, maybe a lot more than other people, but you know, I don't think when your grandmother or teacher, whoever told you count your blessings, I don't think they expected you to make a numbered list. I think what that means is there's a lot of things in your life that are good. And so you could weigh the good against the bad anytime. You've heard it, people say, you're the cup's half empty kind of guy, or the cup's half full kind of guy. Perspective is everything. So, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I choose happiness. I want to be happy. And when people ask me how I am, I'm happy. And it just bounces back to me. It's a self-psychology. Saying I'm happy. Pretty soon I'm feeling happy. I'm smiling. I don't have anything to be upset about right now. I mean, people love me. I love people. I have a good life. I have plenty of boots, you know. But people are depressed. And I also get depressed. And I know a lot of people have jobs. They're working from home. They're working in offices. They're looking at computer screens. Maybe they're just working in a dark warehouse or a desk somewhere way off by themselves. And you have a tendency to get depressed in those type of jobs, I'm sure. I do not know. I do not have that kind of job. But with all this, the internet, I mean, it causes us to be able to reach out to you and to be closer to people in so many ways all over the world. But it also isolates us because it doesn't seem like we get out as much and meet people and talk to people as much as we just text with people we may or may not know. So if you have the kind of job or the kind of situation where you're not around other people, or it's dark, or it's cold, or it's isolated, it's in your house, you're not going out anymore and seeing people, you need to do something with your hands manually, running, jogging, fixing something, sewing, building something, accomplishing something besides the endless stream of computer or paperwork. This will help you, okay? Always with depression or any sickness, diet and exercise, please. So I believe you have to be tired with your mind and be tired with your body in order to be happy. So I think you need to stretch yourself. It's also, for me, and I'm going to recommend to you, who you surround yourself with. And I've said this before in these videos. If there is somebody who makes you angry, mean, unhappy, you can blame it on them, but I'm going to blame it on you. Get away from that person. Surround yourself by better people. Maybe it's your friends. Maybe they're a bunch of stoners or drunks or people that don't have a lot of self-respect. Maybe you should find new friends. I don't know. Have you ever played sports? I don't know. I used to play a lot of sports. And I used to love playing basketball. You know, when you play a basketball team that is really good, that you know is better than you play better. When you play a team or one-on-one, somebody that's not as good as you play down to it. I don't know what it is. You could even lose to a lesser team because you're just not on your game. So when you hang out with superior people, a lot of people got these inferiority complexes. Why? If other people are succeeding, good for them. You know, we all got the same opportunities in this life, hopefully. And if we don't, and if we're disadvantaged, we can get help. Please reach out for help. Sometimes maybe it's you and somebody else who could achieve your dreams together if you can't do it alone. But when you surround yourself by better people, you get better. You want to achieve what they're achieving. You want to listen to their advice. People that have gone the path that you want to go to, like these people who volunteer at places. They want to be a cop, they volunteer with the cops. You know, they want to be a building inspector, they volunteer with the building department. They're around people who are achieving the things that they want to achieve. So that is something else I think that can help us with depression. You know, when you do good, okay, it's just two more points here, okay? When you do good, what is your motivation? I know younger people don't think about motivations a lot, but, you know, when you try and not do wrong things anymore and you're not doing wrong things, maybe in my case, you're not a drug addict or an alcoholic and chasing women or any of those things like I used to do when I was a younger man. I don't do any of those things anymore. I am what everyone considers a good person. So my problems or my sin or the things that I could do wrong are the battle of my mind. And it's usually the battle of motives. Why am I doing good? Like this YouTube, am I doing good? Does it glorify me? Do I feel like I'm a great guy? Or am I trying to help somebody? Actually, I'm trying to reach out and love you. And yes, it does make me feel good to have your compliments and your comments and to be on YouTube. That feels good. So it's not wrong to want to feel good. Everyone wants a compliment. Everyone wants a like. Everyone wants to feel good. But when you do good deeds, are you trying to like earn back something you did wrong? Or are you doing it because it's good? I know we can atone for things like the 12-step program tells us to go make amends. You know, when we get off our drugs or alcohol or any addiction we have, we need to go to people to make amends, the people that we've hurt. I want to reinforce, do not make amends with people that you're going to hurt more by trying to make amends with. You're just going to bring up old feelings. You're going to dredge up a bunch of garbage that makes them feel worse. You already hurt them, okay? So sometimes when we do good, we're just trying to, in our own mind or with God or with other people, trying to earn back the favor that we screwed up by going against other people and our own value system. So I am asking you not to try and earn favor. Just start doing good. Just don't go back to the bad thing. And that is your family, your friends, the people you work with, the people that love you. When they see you're going in the right direction, that's all they want. You don't have to give them all these gifts and continue to do all these things. That's nice to do. Please be a giving, loving person. But when you give because it's the right thing to do. Don't give as if, oh, if I give something to them, they'll like me more. Yes, we all want that, and yes, it is part of it, but it shouldn't be your main motivation. So, that being said, there's one more tip. Something I want you to do. When you get a chance, you don't have to do it right now. In your house, your apartment, your place, maybe it's an outdoor place, wherever you stay, turn on some music, something you really, really like, something that makes your heart happy. Turn it up loud. Be alone, utterly alone, where you know no one's watching, and dance. Dance. Dance before God, dance before the universe, dance before yourself, and just let it all go. Just dance. Get your groove on. Praise God. Be happy. Think about everybody that you love, and just get into the music and do that. Do that every once in a while. You know, it really helps. And it really brings joy. So in this day, try to do the right thing. Dance when no one's watching. And enjoy boots. Love you. Happiness.